What's up and welcome. In this video, I am going to teach you this Netflix secret that all developers miss and they don't understand. If you go to Netflix, wherever you are, India, China, Japan, or United States, you use this Netflix.com. But for some reason, it looks like magically Netflix can know exactly your location, where you are, and where you are using their application from. Just take a look at this. As you can see, now it's redirecting to .za. Why? Simply because I am from South Africa, so it has detected that my country code is ZA. So it's serving a particular customer from a particular geographical location. In this video, I am going to show you how to do exactly that. If you like the content that you see, don't forget to subscribe or share. What can I say? We want this website to tell us where we are, to be aware of where we are and channel us to the correct or the right page. Okay, so let's go to Next.js and see how are we going to do that. This is the original page. Okay, now this page needs to route us to a different page. Okay, that's what it's supposed to be. So we need to use Next.js router. Okay, we need to use router. Okay, let's just quickly check test here. Okay, use router from Next. I think on the old version of Next.js you were importing it from use router. I think in the latest, okay, you use navigation. I think you get it from use navigation. So let's create const router, okay, is equal to use router. Okay, and then let's quickly use that router. Let's say router. To be honest, I forgot. Oh, this can quickly help us navigate. Okay, I'm also using React Native navigation. So guys, the terms are similar. So in a way, let me just try to navigate. Okay, navigate, and then suppose this we put a string. As you can see, it looks like it doesn't take it. Navigate does not exist on app router instance. Sometimes TypeScript has some problems. Okay, so let's first be clever. Okay, let's put a dot here, dot push. I think this is fine. Okay, my apologies about that. Dot push, then push to a certain page. Which page are we going to push to? Okay, for now let's just push to this page. Okay, we are testing, guys. Okay, we are testing. As you can see, guys, I don't spend a lot of my time memorizing code. Okay, I learn the concept and understand how it works. Just like here, I know there is a use router and I'm going to import it from navigation. In terms of how am I going to use it when I'm here, I need to make use of TypeScript to help me with that. Okay, I don't usually memorize the code. Okay, now let's see, is it going to route to a different place? Okay, now Next.js is telling us that we did something wrong, of course, because Next.js has got a server-side rendering and a client-side rendering. Some other hooks, they are available on the client side. So Next.js is telling us that convert this to a client if you want to use this hook. That is not a problem, even though it's going to take us 10 hours. Let's quickly do it. I'm joking. It's not going to take 2 hours, 10 hours. Okay, we are done. This is how you do that. Use client, and that's it. Okay, let's see. Suppose this takes us to a different page. As you can see, guys. Okay, see that? Okay, as you can see, guys, it always takes us to a different page. We are winning, guys. So now we need to route here conditionally. Remember, here we were just testing. This is not how we're supposed to do things. Okay, this is not how we're supposed to do things. This is not how you, what can I say, you call APIs, let me say, because now we are going to call an API. So now that we know our writing skills, at least they are not that rusty and they are working, let's just create this as a function. Route to, okay, let's say route to country. Okay, I can make this an arrow function. Route to country. My apologies about this. Looks like now I am losing it. Okay, route to country. Okay, we paste here. So we need to get the country and then route to this country. So route to country takes, obviously, what can I say? It takes country name as a string. Country name as a string. Okay, let me type that as a string. Okay, and then it will route to that country name. How is it going to route to that country name? This is not going to work. I think you just put a /. It means that you are already on here when you do that. Where is that local 300? That's not much of a problem. And then in that local 300 you want the country, so let's use this instead. Okay, string literal. So let's just put /. We want to route to a certain country. This is wrong. I don't want this. I want to use this country name. We must route to. Now I'm going to put a hash and the curly braces. Okay, I'm going to explain now. Okay, this is okay. Okay, so guys, instead of using strings here, I'm using this I forgot now this string template. I forgot what is this. Okay, but I'm using it. It helps you to mix strings with variables, as you can see. Okay, I just type the string as it is and add the variable that I want. So when you use this, it will route to different country names. Okay, at least we're getting there. And then how are we going to execute this? Okay, there is a React hook called use effect. Okay, are we inside this one? We can even take it out of this for making our code cleaner. The use route, every hook, it's being used inside this component function. So no matter I want to make my code cleaner, this has to be inside this component function. My apologies about that. Now let's use another hook, which is use effect. Use effect runs once. Okay, we are going to configure use effect to run once every time when the page loads. Okay, so this is the function that is going to be called. Okay, when the function load, let's say when our page load for the first time. That's what I want to say, guys. All right. Okay, and then let's put empty array here. So guys, this is the best way to go about it. If you want to do something when the page loads, this is what you do. My apologies about that. This is what you do. Then you put your code here. Okay, for instance, let me just type alert. Okay, let's see what will happen. Local root. As you can see, guys. Okay, let me check there. I don't know why it's rendering twice, but that's a story for another day. With React re-renderings. Okay, that's not much of a problem. So what we want to do when we get in here, we want to call this. Okay, and then pass the country. How are we going to get the country? Then we need to make an API call. Okay, here. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's say, okay, my mic is on my way, so I can see the keyboard. Let me fix it, guys. All right. Okay, let's continue, guys. I hope the sound is still fine. So what we are going to do, we need to fetch data from the API. So we need to make an API call. Let's do that. Okay, let's say fetch. Okay, whenever you are using fetch, you have to use async. Okay, let's not clutter this module. Okay, let's come here, let's type const fetch countries is equal to, let's make it an async. Okay, an async function. I will explain this now if what it does. Okay, when the code execute, or when the engine execute, it execute your code line by line. But when we are saying async, we are telling it that you can skip this line on async, line number 19, and run it in the background meanwhile you are continuing with other things. So this prevents JavaScript from blocking the whole execution just because we are busy fetching something from the API. I hope you understand. The user will panic. So we want to jump here and continue to display the user interface and animation while the user is still waiting. So that's what this async stands for. So, and then what we want to do here, we want to fetch. Now let's say await, because we are going to wait for the response. Fetch, and then when you are fetching, you put your endpoint here. Okay, you put your endpoint here. Obviously, when you are fetching, you will have to wait for some time in the future, which is then. Okay, then when something happens, you are going to get a response. And then how do you get that response? By the way, talking about API and data fetching, let me just show you something interesting, something awesome. Okay, if you go to coded design, okay, transition. Okay, if you go to coded design, I've got a course. Okay, here is this course, React and Next.js data fetching full course. Okay, here I only teach you about data fetching, as you can see. Okay, this is me, I'm awesome, teaching you data fetching. Okay, as you can see guys, I'm teaching data fetching, all about data fetching. If you want to know how to fetch data in details, okay, as you can see, we've just fetched this from the API. I'm giving you some tools on how to do it. You can just come here and watch this course. Also, it's packed with theory. Okay, the server, the API, the endpoints, the terminology. Why am I doing all of this? I want you to comment one day and say, Matthew, thank you so much. I am working now. I'm a better person. My life has improved. So guys, I recommend this. Okay, whatever that I'm going to do, that I'm doing now, it's a tip of an iceberg. Okay, there's a lot involved, there's more. Okay, so let's see. We're going to get a response and then execute this function. What are we going to do with the response? We're just going to return it as response.json. I'm happy with that. And then again we say .then. Okay, we're going to do the same thing as this one. We can just copy as it is up until where this is supposed to be .then. Okay, let me just copy it until here. Okay, so that we can then again check here guys. Okay, we can say .then, but now this is going to be the actual data, not the response. And then let's console log the data. Okay, let's console log the data. When you're console logging the data, you are just displaying the data. Let's go back here. Obviously we are not going to see anything. And then let's see guys, let's go to the console and see what's there. Let's see what's there. Are we able to retrieve something? Let me refresh. Okay, I need to wait a little bit. Third-party cookies. Okay, in the meantime, let me just go and check my code to see if it's bulletproof or didn't I made some mistake. The question that I'm asking myself is, am I using this? As you can see, guys, this grayish thing means that I didn't call this. Okay, I didn't call this. I'm supposed to call it here, as you can see, guys. Okay, so when the first loads a form, fetch countries, this is fetch countries, is not expecting any country, so I'm going to call it. It's going to console log. I'm happy with that. Let's go back and see. Okay, let me refresh and see. Are we going to, as you can see, guys, okay, we got the data. It's telling me that country, I'm in South Africa. Wow, I'm in South Africa for real. Let's say I was lying on YouTube. I was saying, look, I'm in, guys, I don't know where Dubai is. I'm just throwing names. Okay, please don't ask me a lot of things. Most people, they say Dubai, most especially South African artists, they sing about Dubai. I'm just assuming Dubai, it's a nice place. I'm not sure if this is the right spelling for Dubai. I know it's a tangent, but guys, at some point we don't have to be that serious. Okay, this looks like a nice place. So if in case I was flossing and lying that I am here, I wish I could visit this place one day. One day is one day. Enough about that, guys. Okay. Oh, this, I think this is the right spelling of Dubai. At least I've learned something. Okay, at least I've learned something thanks to the thought process that brought me here. Okay, guys, enough about that. So this is where we are. Hey guys, I am lost in my own code. My apologies. Okay, now the kid in me is starting to mess things up. Okay, I need to put myself, I need to pinch myself, okay, to say, hey Matthew, remember, the person who is my apologies about that, the person who is watching is very serious about this. They want to get work, and you are busy playing about your dreams and Dubai. Okay guys, let's go back. So now this endpoint knows that I'm in South Africa. That is correct. My country code is ZA. I think now we are starting to understand, okay, what's going on here. Okay, I think you see where this goes. And what else? It's telling me that the region, I'm in Western Cape. Guys, this is accurate. Okay, I'm in Western Cape. As you can see, this is the shortcode WC, and this is Western Cape. I'm not going to click on this because maybe it might even tell you my house number, and then you will come and say, I want my money back because I didn't get a job from what you were teaching me. Okay, guys, enough about jokes. I don't think there is a house number here. Okay. Oh, city. I'm in Mossel Bay. Okay, I'm in Mossel Bay. This says a lot about me. Okay, the zip code 6506. This is accurate, guys. This is accurate. Okay, this is my time zone. Okay. Now, as you can see, guys, we can get a lot of things here. Now we need to use this. Okay. I hope now you can see that once we get the country where you are, we are going to use this function and pass this country name, and it's going to route to that country. I hope you are getting the gist of it. So enough about that, guys. Let's see what we can do. We have fetched the data, and we got the response. And once we get the response, we need to ask this guy. Okay, we need to ask this guy. We need to route to country, and then we need to use data dot, okay, dot country. Let's use this, guys. Okay, let's use this. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is not easy to read, of course. What can we do from here? Okay, that's not a problem. We've got status, we've got country as South Africa, we've got country code. Okay, I want country code. Okay, I will tell you something about whatever that we're doing now. I have used it in a real life application in a lot of places, work environment, and even in my personal project. I will share that now. Okay, now it looks like this can route to a country, but let me not tell you things in advance. Let's see what will happen. I'm not routing to a country and it's showing me an error. What's the error? Okay, invalid hook call. Hook can only be called inside the body of a function. This is what I said. What have I done? Did I move this code outside? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Country code. Okay, this is inside here. Cool, because that's where you call your hooks. Okay, maybe JavaScript is complaining that I'm calling a hook inside another hook. That might be the case also. Okay, this one is telling us we need to put some dependencies there. I understand that one. Let's just read this error carefully. Invalid hook call. Route to country. Okay, not a problem. Let's try this and see. Okay, let's try to take this. Now we are getting into some deep things about React. Okay, let's see what are we going to do here. I think it's because I'm calling a hook inside another hook. Okay, this is a use effect hook when I'm here and I'm calling another hook. Okay, that might be the problem. Okay, let's see. So how are we going to solve that? How are we going to solve that? Use effect, yes. And then when it loads, I want you to call this fetch country. I'm done with it. Oh, okay, let's see. Where am I calling this? Okay, let's see. Can fetch country return? Okay, guys, let's be smart. Okay, let's use a use state. Okay, let's use a use state. A use state hook. Okay, const is country valid. Okay, I know it's too long, but it works for me because I like variable names that are descriptive. Okay, I don't have to, when I look at my variable names, I get lost as to what it means. Let's use a use state. Okay, let's use a use state. Okay, this is valid. Here we are setting it set is valid. Okay, cool. Now at the moment it's going to be null, but the type of it is going to be a string. Okay, it's going to be a string or null. Okay, this is TypeScript. Okay, a string or null. So let's see. Now we want when the page loads for the first time, we're going to call fetch countries. Okay, this just want me to put this as a dependency. Okay, it's a nothing function. As you can see now, it doesn't have a problem, and this has a problem. Okay, React hook effect is a missing dependency. Fetching countries either include a dependency, fetch countries, or okay, this is a forgivable error. This one, okay, this is forgivable. Okay, because this doesn't return anything. Okay, not a problem, guys. Let's not just get too much into React politics. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to fetch countries. Yes, okay, I'm happy with that. And then when we are fetching countries, when we receive the country code, we are not going to route to a country. We are going to, what are we going to do? We are going to wait. Let's see. We are going to wait. and set is country valid to a valid country. Okay, to a valid country. And when that happens, this is becoming unnecessarily complex, if I can be honest with you. Okay, it's not like I'm fetching data that I'm going to use here. Okay guys, my apologies about that. Looks like my Next.js and React skills running out of gas, but we are going to dig ourselves out of this problem, simply because that's what exactly happens in the work environment. Okay, let's see what we're going to do. Okay, because now using use state, we are going to use to use effect, of which, as you can see, we are repeating ourselves, guys, of which that's not efficiency. Okay, let's see. Okay, what I can do, okay, let me try to do like a lot of things or everything in one place and see. Okay, what I can also do, check here guys. My apologies about that. I am declaring, okay, I am using a hook inside this function. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So meaning that this hook, when we are calling, where is my use effect, as you can see, this hook will be declared when I'm calling this. So basically this is what the code does. It copies this exactly as it is and put it inside here. So it looks like this hook is nested inside this hook. Makes sense, right? Yes. Let's take this hook outside. It doesn't have to be there. The fact that we are using it here, it doesn't have to be declared here. It must be declared under this function component. Okay, meaning that it can be declared under this function component, but it's used where? Inside here. This is much better to me. I'm not sure, what do you think? Okay, it's not like you have to declare a hook and use it in the same place. No, this hook is available anywhere. Let's test that, guys. Okay, route to country, where were we using it? We were using it inside this fetch country somewhere here. So let's route to country, to this country, and then okay, now we only have this. This is forgivable. Okay, this is just a warning, it's not an error. Okay, let's see. It looks like that error is gone, but I don't think we are routing to a country. That's what I want. I didn't want to remove the error necessarily. I wanted to route to. Boom, we did it, guys. We have made it. Okay, as you can see, now it's routing to localhost 3000 ZA. That's it, guys. You see, nice. Okay, so what we want to do, let's just quickly change our folder structure. This means that now this is an empty page. Okay, this means that now this is an empty page. What we want to do, we want to take all of this, okay, all of this code, and we want to take it to what can I say, to a different page. Okay, so let's create that page. Next.js uses a file-based routing. So what does that mean? This means that if you want to create we want to reach this file, the ZA, you need to create let's see, a page here and give it a name of ZA, a folder, and then inside that folder you need to create a page dot tsx. It has to be like this, and let's use the R FCE, and then instead of rendering whatever that we are rendering here, let's render that page as is, as you can see. Okay, let's go back to this page. Then let's just import everything that we were importing besides. In fact, let's cut it. Okay, we can cut everything here and paste it here. Okay, duplicate identifier, I understand that. You are right. Now, since we are here, we are no longer importing this from the same location, so that reference doesn't work. So what I can do, I can just right click here and paste. As you can see now, we need double dots. Okay, in fact, if we need double dot, I can just undo and put double dot here and double dot here. As you can see, this doesn't have a problem. Okay, but what has a problem? Do I have use state here? Let me import it. Use state from React, I'm happy with that. What else? Use effect, because I moved by mistake. Okay, we're getting there. What else? Isn't there an error here on app? Okay, doesn't matter what the error is, maybe it's here. As you can see, we don't really need these now. Okay, I can return here. I can return a div with loading. Okay, this just will load up until we fetch the data from the API, up until we are redirected to a different page. Let's see. This is the country page. No, this is the actual page of TSX. This is the country page. So we'll be redirected to here. Let's save and see. Okay, at the moment it says 404, and that's true, guys, because this is a capital letter and our folder is a small letter. So let's see, what are we going to do? Okay, this is where I want to be. Let me just highlight everything, guys, and just format it using Prettier. Format selection, so that this could be shorter and cleaner. As you can see, guys, this is much better. So remember, I didn't use this use date. Okay, I was going to the wrong direction. As I've told you guys, I don't memorize code. Okay, I like to think myself into a corner and, I'm not sure, dig myself out, and that's it. That's how I learn coding. Maybe some other people, they know things beforehand. I don't do that. Okay, I always, I'm not sure, I'm lazy. I always, maybe I've got a small RAM, you know, maybe I've got 2 megabytes of RAM in terms of memory in my mind. I'm trying to increase more space for intelligence than memory. Okay, like I want to have like 1 terabyte or 2 tera or 100 terabytes of intelligence than memory. Okay, because life, it's all about improvising what you do in this situation rather than what have I done before. So I hope you get that. Let's continue, guys. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to the channel. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, please. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, so now we need to change where are we getting the country code? Okay, this is the country code. When we are using it, before we push, we need to, let's say, to lowercase. Suppose it's a function, and let's see, we are converting it to lower cases. Okay, obviously this is already here. Let's just go back to the original one. As you can see, it's loading, and that's true, it's loading. But then why? Okay, boom, guys, we did it. Okay, we did it. We did it. We are here now. Okay, at least we've what can I say, we've been doing a lot of CSS, and I was like, let's just do something different. Okay, now I'm happy with this. We are done. So whenever you are trying to navigate here, depending on the country, Okay, it will let you know where you are. Let me just talk about the work experience, and my apologies about that. I'm just changing positions. Let me also take a water break. Okay, I hope the sound is still clear. Thank you so much for your patience and waiting for me. Let's get into the work environment. Okay, obviously we're going to get into the notes. Most student, more especially YouTube student, they always comment in my channel and they say to me, I'm in 30 minutes of your video and you are still talking. They don't really understand that I like to bend the concept so that you can be ready for the interview. So let's see, guys. By the way, if you like that or you've got any opinion, you can let me know, guys. What do you think? But as soon as I get that comment, I know that this is not the guy that I'm targeting. Okay, I'm looking for people who really know nothing. Okay, so if you at least you know that whatever that I'm saying, it's amateur, or when are you maybe you know a lot of different concept. I'm cool with that. So guys, let's see. So what we've just did, okay, can help in a lot of things. Okay, for instance, let's say we want the user stats. Okay, user, let's say usage statistics. Okay, usage stats. It will mean that, let's say, this might come up in a technical test. Okay, yeah, when you are being tested, technical interview, when you are being tested, they ask how can we get the user stats. It will mean that when your page loads, okay, you will have to use the use effect hook, call an API, and from there that will mean this is the usage. Yes, call the API, and the API will give you the country. I'm not sure if my apologies, guys, and I'm being honest about this. I don't know a lot about the world. I hope you will understand me. So if I'm making a mistake, a very, very serious mistake, for instance, now I was about to say USA is a country. I really don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure if Japan it's a country or it's a city. Guys, please, okay? So please don't mind my example. So this will give you Los Angeles, okay? Maybe Los Angeles is a region. Really, guys, I don't know. Okay, please forgive me on that one. So this will give you that, okay, a user from Los Angeles visited the channel, and then you will call an endpoint or API endpoint, okay, to save this data. Okay, you are going to save this record, okay, and then you are going to, this is going to be the record ID number one. Let's say region, assuming that LA is a region, and then from there, the timestamp, when did this user visit, okay, and what else, da, 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 da. Okay, let's say their own country. Now the program begins. Where is LA and in which country? UK. I'm so bad at this thing. Okay, let's say the country, it's UK. You can comment, guys, and help me. Okay, I'm not good in knowing other places. Okay, maybe I must watch movies. The only thing that I know about overseas is, what can I say? New York, since Trevor Noah is from South Africa and he's got shows in New York. What's up, New York? That's okay, I'm that bad, guys. Let's continue. So as you can see, guys, on user stats, the technique that I've shown you, it can help you. Okay. Besides that, let me tell you how I have used it in my own SaaS project, which didn't pick up. Okay, my apologies for deviating, but I think this knowledge is important. Okay, this knowledge is important. I once created a SaaS, which is some sort
Transitioning.
of a watered down version of Spotify. Okay, a watered down version of Spotify. So what I did here, I was keeping the stats of my application is used by people from where. Okay. Who are the people who are using my application? I have used that and it has worked like magic. Okay. That data is crucial to the company, even though to you this is not it. That one is somewhere here. But if I don't see it, that's not much of a problem. Okay, I don't really have to some sort of show you. Okay, that data, this data, as much as to you as a developer, it's like I just call an API that is for free, and to a company, to business stakeholders or to people who are business minded, to marketers, this is gold. Okay, don't underestimate. This is gold. These guys need to know because it's all about consumerism. Okay, we want the consumer's psychology. We want to be first in their mind, so we need a lot of information about the consumer. Remember, as much as you are a developer, you are also a consumer. So these companies, they want a lot of information about you. So I have used it to know how many people who are using it. Okay, obviously it comes with harsh reality of thinking that my app is being used in South Africa, whereas that was not the case. Okay, let's continue. So we're talking about usage stats. Okay, meaning that let's say this one, it's the user. Okay, this focuses on the user. Where do I want to be? Okay, this focuses on the user. Okay, this focuses on the user, and then we can also talk about the page statistics. Okay, page stats. Okay, how this is going to help you, as much as you are not going to fetch the API, but you are going to hit an endpoint to save, and then you are going to pass the page name. Okay, page name, and then from there, obviously you might relate the page name, the page that has been used. Let's say logged in, people are using a lot of login, where they are from. Obviously, maybe they are from South Africa. Okay, at least I know this is a country. They are from South Africa. Okay, guys, without staying too much in this point, but I was just giving you an idea of this is crucial. Okay, this is crucial. It works in the work environment. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, I'm happy that we have made it this far. Okay, now let's get into the fun part again. Let me delete this.